Space, the final frontier. This is the 2.5-year journey of the build of the Starship Enterprise. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to stage 18 of building this Star Trek Next Generation Enterprise NCC 1701D from Hero Collector. Now, looking at the picture on the front, as I haven't done for a while, I can see bits that we've built and things that are coming together and things, and lots of life pods around the back here. Yeah, lots of stuff to do. So, in this issue, in this pack, this is the last of this month's delivery. So we get lots of lovely stuff and then don't use most of it. It's very strange. All we're actually doing is putting some windows into the panel, putting the backs on, putting the lights the lights into the side, and then testing it. So I shall be doing that, but I'll be doing the first bit of that off camera because you don't need to see me put lights in a block, and it's very difficult, long-winded, and hard to film, shall we say. This is the piece, and we're going to be putting these into it, mostly according to the picture, although I do like to change up a couple of them from time to time. So again, another nice heavy metal piece. I'll cut these off, I'll put them in, and then come back and show you when I'm doing that. But before that, because we've got the lights ready to go as well, before that, the other nice piece that we've got delivered this time is the head of the neck piece, which I noticed has got 2 magnets in it, which this piece that we did last time had 2 magnets in it, and it's just the right shape. It fits in there lovely. I don't know why. There's obviously something going to be behind here, whether it's operating switches or I mean, this is where the saucer section docks onto, so these are the locking pieces. Whether you're going to have to take that off to activate it or take that off when the bit comes over the top, I don't know, but I shall be storing it with that in place because it's easy to keep it there in place. So that's that. Now, another piece that we received and haven't done anything with yet is the neck piece, which obviously is going to fit together like that. So that again shows us how it all goes together, not how it's going to be held in place, although there's obviously screw holes there that will go over this. So that's going to be screwed into place on there, and that is going to fit underneath here. I'll do it that way around because you can sort of see it a little bit that way around. This is obviously the entirety of the dish section, and that's going to fit underneath it a bit like that. They're probably going to line up somewhere along something. I'm not going to touch it against it to rub it in, but yeah, the overall size and scale of everything is coming together, something quite impressive now. So what I'm going to do, move all this out of the way. I'll get these cut off and attached into there. I'm going to use just a normal pair of model making cutters. Basically, you just need to cut off either side. You don't need to worry about any sanding or anything because most of this is then not visible behind. They do have a way up they go. Normally one side is a little bit longer than the other, and they basically just drop in like that. I don't know if this is the right one. I shall sort that out momentarily. They drop in that way up, the other way up, so the little window piece will come through either black or transparent. If it's transparent, the lights will shine through it. If it's black, they won't. It's not rocket science. So that's that. I'll get that done. I'll come back and show you while I'm putting these pieces on. Okay, there we go. That's that. If you want to compare it to the picture-in-picture and see if I've changed any or which ones I've changed, feel free, but it doesn't make any difference in the end, does it? So we've got these 2 pieces, which are slightly shaped. There's that way round. That's got to go over this side, like that. And that one has to go over that side like that, and obviously the bulbs go in the side, but it says to put in the 4 down the middle first, which makes sense to me. You're holding everything together a little bit and keeping everything nice and not falling around all over the place. Now I'm not going to screw that on while it's just laying there because it might scratch it up a little bit, so I'm just going to pick it up, put these in a little bit lightly, because I know I'm going to have to move them around a little bit to put the bulbs in the sides. So we'll just get these connected up. hold it in place a little bit while we manipulate it to get those in the right place. Down there as well. That's the 4 of those done. Right, then it says these bulbs are the same colours and everything. I don't think it really matters which one goes which, but they've got yellow and green going to the top. So you just got to pick up the edge, feed it in until it fits in there, and do the same, obviously, with that one down there. They should go in and lock in place almost when they're pushed down like that. Tricky is getting both of them done at the same time, like that. So then I can put in the 2 screws closest to that, and that doesn't feel like that's going in anywhere, probably because it isn't. Let's try another one down the bottom. That feels better. That's biting down. Why is that not? Ah, there it goes. It just wasn't quite tight enough. So then I can tighten these 2 down a little bit, not fully tightened, just so they can't escape. I'll do the same over this side with these 2. Then we can do some testing. That one in there, that one in a little bit further. There we go. Drop the screw in the hole. And then tighten it up. There we go. And the bottom one the same. Before I really tighten all these up, make sure they're secure, make sure none of the windows have drifted out of place, which they haven't. Good. So then we can go in, tighten everything up fully. These screws are obviously going into the metal plate going through plastic, so you can do them up fairly tight, but they don't need to be ridiculously tight, I don't think. There we go, that's that one, and the last one. Then we can plug it in and test it and see and make sure everything works. So what does it say? It says insert the plugs of the 2 deck panel lights into sockets C and D. I don't think it matters, but we'll do it as it says. C and D are the ones either side. So we get that one over there, that way round. That one over there, that way round. And then as soon as I plug this into the power over here, it should light up. Let's see it if it does. There we go. Yep, the windows are lighting up as expected. All good. You can sort of see them. If it was dark, you'd be able to see them properly. But yeah, there we go. As ever, the ones next to the bulb will lighten up more so than the ones a little bit further away. But that gives a different setup anyway. Once the panels are all in place, I don't think that's going to be terribly apparent or indeed a problem. So that's that. It does say to store the battle section panel in a safe place for later use. So yes, I shall keep all that safe now for another month until I get another pack. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the build coming along. These panels are at some point very soon going to start being added to the saucer section, I believe. They've got to, haven't they? So yeah, stick around for that. Well, not quite yet, but it'll be the next episode in this playlist, but it might be a while until it gets populated. So thank you for watching. Live long and prosper, and I shall see you soon for more of this or other things. Bye bye for now.